My dearest child, pause, I implore you. Let the frenetic pace of the world recede, and draw your awareness inward. Feel the gentle cadence of your own breath, a sacred rhythm that whispers an eternal truth: you are not alone. Within this very moment, a message of immense, divine importance is preparing to alight upon your heart. The Creator of all that is, has long sought your full attention, and now, in this precise instant, His voice cuts through the veil of distraction. There are no coincidences here. This is not a chance encounter. This message finds you now because your spirit, at long last, has lowered its guard. Your soul is an open vessel, receptive to the profound truth that has been subtly woven into the fabric of your existence for months. The heavens are gathered, leaning in, and the divine reaches for you with a tenderness that brings tears, for His love for you is a boundless ocean, deeper and more fiercely protective than your mind can possibly fathom. You have traversed a season of invisible battles, shouldered burdens you couldn't name, and wrestled with a profound exhaustion that defied logical explanation. But the divine assures you, the firmament above your life is about to splinter, allowing an unprecedented cascade of light to pour forth. You have carried the weights of others, burdens that were never meant to settle upon your shoulders. And now, heaven is orchestrating a release so complete, so transformative, that the contours of your future will be irrevocably altered, bearing no resemblance to the landscape of your past. The divine sees you, child. He sees the weariness etched behind your eyes, the silent wars you waged when no one was looking, the sleepless nights when your spirit was restless, sensing a seismic shift brewing beneath the surface of your life. Something has been in motion, a subtle yet powerful stirring, a rising tide within your being. Something hidden is finally emerging from the shadows. You have felt it for some time now, that peculiar pressure, that undeniable inner knowing, that persistent, quiet alarm in your soul that refused to be silenced. Heaven clarifies now, that alarm was not a premonition of danger for you, but a divine signal, a testament to your own spiritual readiness. The urgency in the divine's reach arises from how close you've come to missing this sacred transmission. You have nearly dismissed the signs as mere coincidence, nearly convinced yourself that your intuition was simply anxiety, that your deep sensitivity was a vulnerability. But the divine proclaims otherwise. Your spirit has been accurate all along. Heaven was alerting you to the fact that someone within your immediate orbit has been planting their feet on ground they had no right to occupy. Someone has been reaching for that which was never intended for them. Someone in your proximity has been walking through a purifying fire, and that fire is now poised to consume their path entirely. A significant arrest is approaching. Not for you, not against you, not even tangentially connected to your name, but inextricably linked to someone whose choices have become entangled with your life's narrative. This individual, who believed they could operate in the shadows, who trusted their secrets were safe, is about to collide with a consequence from which there is no escape. God wants you to grasp this with absolute clarity: you are not in danger. You are divinely protected. No harm shall touch you. Not a single step you take will lead you into peril. Heaven has enveloped you in a covering of such impenetrable grace that nothing can penetrate its shield. For what is about to unfold transcends the limitations of your physical sight. A spiritual investigation has been in motion, operating in realms beyond your perception. And now, the physical world is catching up to the judgments already rendered in the heavenly court. Someone's intricate web of lies, their manipulations, their hidden agendas, is on the precipice of collapse. The one who masterfully played the part of innocence, who wore a mask of calm composure, who presented as an ordinary soul, is about to be seen for precisely who they are. The divine reveals that this person has been warned repeatedly, through dreams, through signs, through moments of profound inner conviction they chose to ignore. They refuse to retreat. They refuse to cease their destructive course. They refuse to listen. And now, the inexorable consequences are knocking, quite literally, at their door. The divine wants you to understand, deep within the core of your being, that none of this is a result of your actions. You did not cause this. You did not solicit this. You did not wish this upon anyone. This is simply the divinely ordained moment when truth ascends to the surface, when the brilliant light of understanding exposes all that has been concealed in darkness. You have been inexplicably surrounded by energies that were never meant to reside so close to your spirit. You have absorbed emotional residues that were not yours to process. You have been weighed down by a spiritual heaviness that originated from the choices of another. The divine declares that the weight you carried was never your burden, it was the immense pressure of someone else's wrongdoing, finally reaching its inevitable breaking point. You felt it because your spirit is attuned to a higher frequency, because you are intrinsically connected to something far greater, because you are set apart. Your intuition is not a flaw, it is a divine gift. This approaching arrest is not a random occurrence, it is an act of divine correction. Something done in absolute secrecy, something an individual believed would remain buried for eternity, something conceived and executed behind your back, is now being inexorably pulled into the blinding light of day. Conversations, clandestine movements, hidden actions, all are surfacing with a breathtaking, perfect timing. And you, my beloved child, have absolutely nothing to fear. You will not be questioned. You will not be exposed. You will not be harmed. You will, instead, be protected and profoundly uplifted. The reason the divine is reaching for you with such fervent urgency is because he needs you to release the burden of fear. Cease imagining the worst. Stop convincing yourself that negative forces are converging upon you. Liberate yourself from the apprehension of what you do not yet fully comprehend. The divine assures you, the danger was never for you. It may have swirled around you, but it was never aimed at you. And now, heaven is meticulously removing it entirely. You are embarking upon a season of astonishing clarity. You are walking into a time when your heart will finally grasp the underlying reasons for the twists and turns of your journey. The divine acknowledges your questions about people who departed, relationships that shifted inexplicably, doors that slammed shut, the sudden coldness or abrupt disappearance of individuals. He explains that their behavior was born from deep-seated guilt and inner turmoil. Their own souls sensed the impending reckoning. Their actions were a tacit admission of what their mouths refused to utter. They knew their time was running out. They knew the truth was closing in. They knew justice was an absolute certainty. They knew that heaven was observing their every move. You never had to confront them, the confrontation is unfolding without your direct involvement. The divine is expertly managing every detail, ensuring you remain untouched, safeguarded, and far removed from the fallout that others are destined to face. Heaven is orchestrating movements, shifting timelines, closing pathways, and erecting walls of such formidable strength that no one can enter your life without express divine permission. The divine perceives that you have been excessively kind. You have forgiven far more than was warranted. You have tolerated that which you should have long ago released. You have absorbed energies and burdens that were never yours to carry. And now, heaven is stepping in to shield you, recognizing that your heart has endured more than its fair share. This message is being delivered now because the monumental shift is closer than you can possibly imagine. It is not a distant prospect, it is not relegated to some far-off future. It is here. The spiritual transformation has already commenced, and the tangible evidence is poised to follow imminently. The divine implores, keep your heart still. Keep your trust ablaze. Keep your faith unwavering. You are not walking into danger, you are walking out of it. This approaching arrest is intrinsically linked to a chain of events you were entirely unaware of. Someone misused what they were entrusted with. Someone misused critical information. Someone exploited access granted to them. Someone misused your precious trust. Heaven attests that this individual had every conceivable opportunity to change their course, but they repeatedly chose the path of destruction. Now, divine intervention has arrived. Truth is being systematically uncovered. Their actions are being laid bare for all to see. But you, the divine assures, are being elevated. You will not incur loss. You will suffer no harm. You will not be ensnared in their entanglement. You will not be blamed. You will not be implicated. Instead, you will be protected with such conspicuous grace that even the most skeptical among us will marvel and declare, "This one is truly blessed." Something is watching over you. The divine has erected a shield around you, an impenetrable barrier of divine protection. You may sense the energetic shift, you may perceive the palpable tension, but you will remain physically untouched. The storm may gather force at your periphery, but it will not breach the walls of your home. Chaos may erupt around you, but it will not penetrate the sanctity of your spirit. The divine solemnly declares that he is personally safeguarding your every step. You are entering a time when that which was hidden will be unequivocally revealed. Truth will cascade through your environment. Individuals will unequivocally display their true intentions. Masks will descend. Secrets will be unearthed. Those who masquerade as being for you will reveal their true allegiances through their own actions. And all of this serves as a catalyst for your profound cleansing. You are not losing anything, you are being gloriously set free. You are being divinely delivered. You are being divinely protected. The divine has been striving to reach you because your spirit has been burdened by a fear that was never intended for you. The feelings you experienced, the dreams you witnessed, the inexplicable weight upon your chest, these were not premonitions of danger directed at you, but signals pointing toward danger for someone else. Heaven was offering you a glimpse into the profound spiritual earthquakes reverberating in the unseen realms. And now, the tangible consequences of that spiritual turbulence are surfacing. The divine's counsel is simple: your sole responsibility is to pray, to remain serene, to place your unwavering trust in the process, and to allow heaven to complete the sacred work it has begun. You need not intervene. You need not confront. You need not act. Everything is being masterfully handled without your direct involvement, so that your heart may finally find profound rest. The divine assures you, you are chosen. You are protected. You are watched over. You are guided. You are divinely covered. Your story will not culminate in fear. Your destined path will not be tragically interrupted. Your blessings will not be inexplicably delayed. This is the final act of purification, the ultimate stage of exposure, the culmination of a profound spiritual transition. Stand still. Remain calm. Trust the wisdom of the heavens. The divine is with you. Nothing will go awry in your life. You are safe. You are protected. Your prayers are currently opening doors of opportunity. Your faith is activating miracles. Your spirit is being purposefully lifted into an entirely new season of grace. This message arrives with divine urgency, yet it is imbued with an equally powerful divine peace. You are chosen. You are deeply loved. You are meticulously guarded. And the days that lie ahead will unequivocally reveal why the divine has been reaching for you with tears in his voice. For what is concluding now was an impediment, an obstacle to the glorious new beginning that awaits you. Remain steadfast in faith, my precious, beloved child. The divine will not permit anything to cause you harm. You are held securely within his loving embrace. My precious child, the divine speaks these words to you now, his voice resonating with a profound blend of love, urgency, and eternal truth. He has called to you repeatedly, and today, his voice is heavy with an emotion rarely heard, for he perceives the currents of energy swirling around you. He sees what is approaching, and he will not allow you to step into the unfolding hours unaware. The divine is reaching for you because the timing is critically, divinely appointed. The energetic atmosphere surrounding you is shifting with remarkable speed, and something monumental is transiting within the spiritual realm. A significant arrest is imminent, and while the earthly realm may tremble, the heavens remain unshaken. And the divine wants you to know, with absolute certainty, that he has placed his hand of protection over your life, your home, and your entire future. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are chosen. You are watched over. You are protected, even from influences your visible eyes cannot perceive. The divine speaks to you now because someone intimately connected to you, someone whose choices have been deliberately concealed from your awareness, is hurtling toward a consequence they could never have envisioned. This is not about you being placed in harm's way, it is about ensuring you are divinely informed. The divine desires for you to comprehend that whatever chaos unfolds in the life of someone you know is not your burden, not your suffering, not your punishment, and most certainly not your failure. You are being meticulously separated from their actions. The divine declares that he is extricating you from every shadow they deliberately cast behind your back. He is clearing your path before the storm that approaches them ever reaches you. A significant arrest is coming because truth must ultimately prevail. Justice must be served. And the divine will no longer permit corruption, deceit, betrayal, or hidden machinations to remain buried. However, the divine assures you, you will not be harmed by what is unfolding. You will not be dragged into their consequences. You will not be touched by their downfall. The divine has divinely protected your name, your steps, and your future. He has been reaching for you with tears, the divine explains, because he has witnessed the relentless attacks upon your heart. He has seen how much negative energy from others has attempted to cling to you, how many jealous intentions have been aimed at your life, your peace, your blessings, and your destiny. Yet, none of it has succeeded. You were surrounded by celestial guardians, even during the nights when sleep eluded you. You were divinely protected on days when you were blissfully unaware of approaching danger. What is now unfolding is not intended to instill fear, but to fully prepare you. The divine asks you to stand still, breathe deeply, and remember that his presence is infinitely more powerful than anything the world might cast your way. My child, the divine reveals that a significant arrest is forthcoming because someone has been toying with the wrong truths, associating with the wrong people, making the wrong moves, and harboring the wrong intentions. They made choices assuming their actions would remain forever unknown. But the spiritual realm bore witness. God saw. Heaven meticulously recorded it. And now, the definitive consequences are poised at their doorstep. You may feel the energetic currents around you shifting. You may experience vivid dreams. You may have sudden moments of profound knowing. You may even feel the divine whispering your name in moments when you were not actively praying. This is because the divine is preparing your spirit. You are not meant to fear what is coming, you are meant to stand resolutely in faith, for what is unfolding is not designed to break you, but to profoundly liberate you. The divine states that someone connected to your life, whether by blood, by shared history, by old ties, or by past missteps, has been involved in something that is now reaching its irreversible end. You will hear about it. You will be astonished. You may question why the divine is bringing this to light now. But he has done so, he explains, to release you, to sever your future from the influence of negative energy, to break the silent chain that has been subtly impeding your blessings from flowing. You are stepping into a season where the divine desires to see no residual contamination clinging to you. This is the divine purpose behind the exposure. This is why justice is rising. This is why truth is being revealed with such unparalleled clarity at this moment. The divine declares, do not blame yourself. Do not feel a burden of responsibility for their fall. Do not perceive this as your fault. You have done nothing wrong. You have walked with integrity, with sincerity, and with a heart unblemished. You offered love when you should have distanced yourself. You persevered when you were utterly depleted. You cared even when exhaustion gnawed at you from past hurts. The divine has seen it all. You are not the one facing consequences, you are the one being divinely delivered. You are the one being lifted out of the mire. You are the one whom God is saving. The divine's emotion is not born from your peril, but from his desire for you to finally cease doubting your inherent worth, to stop questioning your immeasurable value, to abandon the feeling of solitude. And to truly grasp the depth of his protection from circumstances he could not reveal until this precise moment. My child, the divine reveals that this approaching arrest is an integral part of a divine chain reaction. It is intrinsically tied to events you will witness unfolding in the coming days, the coming hours, the coming moments. Someone attempted to draw you into their predicament indirectly, but their stratagem failed to reach you because the divine interposed his barrier. They attempted to speak your name in inappropriate forums, but angelic forces silenced those who sought to listen. They tried to direct negative energy towards you, but the divine reversed its course. They sought to derail your destiny, but heaven meticulously corrected your steps. The divine recounts that he has been sending you vital warnings through dreams, through symbolic signs, through the recurrence of numbers, through sudden sensations in your chest, and through moments of inexplicable anxiety. These were not random occurrences, they were divine signals. The divine was indicating that something was amiss. Someone was not acting with honesty. Someone was acting in defiance of divine order. And heaven was preparing to intervene. Now, that divine intervention is occurring. Now, the exposure is happening. Now, divine justice is unfolding. But the divine implores you, do not fear. Do not panic. Do not worry. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are not the target. You are not the source of the problem. You are not the one undergoing judgment. You are the one being divinely protected. You are the one being elevated. You are the one whose path is being cleared to allow blessings to flow unimpeded at last. The divine states that someone has profoundly underestimated you. They presume that because you are quiet, you are weak. They assume that because you forgive, you are unaware. They believe that because you do not react with anger, you do not comprehend. They were gravely mistaken. The divine bestowed upon you a tender heart, not a spirit that is blind. You perceived far more than they imagined. You felt far more than they ever knew. And the divine expresses immense pride in you for not allowing bitterness to corrupt your spirit. This is precisely why the protection surrounding you is so extraordinarily potent, because your heart has remained pure, even when confronted with profound deception. The arrest that is forthcoming will provide answers to questions you have held silently within your heart. It will illuminate the reasons behind the heaviness you have felt. It will expose the truth behind another's peculiar behavior, their hidden actions, their sudden withdrawal, or their unexpected closeness. You will finally understand why you experienced certain dreams, why you underwent sudden emotional shifts, why your intuition continually nudged you, why you sensed something was amiss even when all outward appearances seemed perfectly calm. The divine states he is reaching for you with tears because this is a pivotal moment of divine separation. A moment when he will take your spirit, your life, your destiny, and lift them away from those who were never meant to accompany you on your sacred journey. You may have desired to bring everyone into your blessings, into your next chapter, into your growth. But the divine declares, not everyone is destined to come. Not everyone merits access to the new you. Not everyone can be entrusted with the bounty of your blessings. Not everyone will genuinely celebrate when the divine elevates you. This arrest, this exposure, this astonishing revelation is not designed to inflict pain upon you, but to meticulously remove the wrong spirits from your immediate vicinity. The divine says, prepare your heart, not with fear, but with profound understanding. You may feel a pang of sadness for them, a sense of sympathy, or a feeling of confusion. But the divine urges, do not allow their path to pull you backward. You must continue to move forward. You must continue to grow. You must continue to trust. You must continue to pray. Their choices are not your responsibility. Their consequences are not your burden. Their fall is not your future. The divine promises to grant you peace, even amidst the unfolding revelation. He will calm your heart. He will uplift your spirit. He will bring comfort to your mind. He will help you comprehend the divine necessity of this event. And now, my child, the divine declares that you are transitioning into a new spiritual atmosphere. A higher sphere, a cleaner realm, a safer domain. This is the divine reason why the exposure is essential. This is why the arrest is occurring. This is why the divine is intervening. You could not possibly carry their darkness into your next chapter. You could not advance with someone who chose to walk in shadows. The divine explains that this separation, while potentially painful, is sacred. It is an integral part of your protection. It is a vital component of your elevation. The divine promises you that blessings will abundantly follow this situation. A door of opportunity will open in its wake. A significant breakthrough you have earnestly prayed for will manifest. Something you have lost will be restored. Something that was blocked will miraculously clear. Something that was stuck will begin to move. The divine states that he is removing one thing specifically so that he can restore something infinitely better. You may perceive this moment as one of judgment, but the divine clarifies that it is, in essence, about your ultimate freedom. The divine assures you that he will dispatch angels to comfort you. He will send unmistakable signs to reassure you. He will provide confirmations to strengthen your resolve. You will experience peace. You will experience profound clarity. You will experience a liberating release. My child, place your trust in God. Pray diligently. Remain calm. Stay intimately connected to the divine. Remain faithful. Nothing will go awry in your life. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. You are divinely covered by the hands of God. Even now, even in this sacred space, even in this very moment, my child, receive this truth before the fleeting opportunity passes, for the divine has been reaching out to you repeatedly. And today, his voice trembles in a manner that is rarely witnessed in the annals of heaven. There is something profoundly unfolding around you that has not yet been fully revealed to your sight. But the divine has meticulously observed every facet of it, every silent maneuver, every hidden conversation, every shadow that attempted to move against you without your conscious knowledge. The divine is reaching out to you with tears because he understands how perilously close you came to danger, entirely unbeknownst to you. And now, he speaks with an overriding sense of urgency, not to instill fear, but to provide divine protection before the next critical step of this unseen chain of events transpires. What is approaching is intrinsically linked to a significant arrest, something that will undoubtedly surprise you. Something you could never have fathomed was transpiring behind your back. But the divine's message is resounding and clear: you are safe. You are protected. You will not be touched by the chaos that others have so meticulously created. The divine is with you. And no matter what storms may gather, nothing will go wrong with you. Your only requirement is to trust him, to listen intently to his guidance, and to pray fervently, for your prayer is the divine shield already erected, standing as an unbreachable barrier between you and that which was intended to cause you harm. If your heart resonates with belief in God, declare your faith by typing Amen.